Guys, we are currently here on claim number 0728893512. Again, that's claim number 0728893512. We are currently going to be attempting to tuck in the felt paper, and this is for address 5370 Brownwood Drive in Powder Springs, Georgia. We're gonna go ahead and attempt to tuck in the felt paper according to code. Now, luckily, we do have a 2x4 right here. Up to Georgia code, we do need it tucked in 6 inches in the corner. Now, to bring it up to code, luckily we were able to get 4 inches out of the 2x4. But now, the 2x4 did get damaged when doing that, to be quite frank with you. But now we need to tuck it in behind the siding in order to bring it to code. Now, we're going to be attempting to do that, being as careful as possible. Whenever we did actually remove the 2x4, you could see that some of the siding began to flicker away. See it up there too. And again, so we're going to go ahead and attempt to do this, and we're going to be doing this as careful as possible. So, can you go ahead and take off the siding, Quan? So now that piece went pretty bad. Again, he is being very, very careful here. Well, we just got to do what we can in order to tuck in that paper. And you can see that's already getting all broken here. And now we have to do this all around to the top. And again, that is to bring it up to code, and to also make sure no water starts seeping through the edges. So that's why it's actually a Georgia code for the corners. Again, you can see that all the pieces have been getting affected on just removing the first nail. There's no way we could tuck in this felt paper. No. See, I mean, there's no way. I mean, to be quite frank with you, and again, I left a marking here, as you can see in the where we marked it up with a pencil, because that's where the 6 inches would end. This is what would be the perfect way to tuck it in. And if we were able to do so without actually affecting the siding, we'd be more than happy to. But again, look at this. Look what's going on here. And again, we're just doing what's necessary. Typically, we'll also try to do it with a saw to try to avoid any further damages. Can you try to attempt it with a saw one and see what happens? The saw. We also do have a Dremel. We're gonna go ahead and bust out the Dremel from this. We'll try with that. With the saw, we have gotten some success in the past and not damaging shingle siding while remove it. when the siding is actually repairable. Now give me a second while I get the Dremel so we can show you that we're going to be attempting with the Dremel as well. So now I got my Dremel tool here with a fine tip. We're going to attempt to remove the other pieces of siding, or the nails off the siding, the ones that aren't damaged. So you can see that it is unrepairable, and it's hard to tuck in that felt paper without affecting it. So even you can see there, even with as delicate as the tool is, all that siding just broke and doing so. Unfortunately, you could see that. So when the big issue when having the siding go, the conditioning is going. Now whenever we nail in the new nail when reinstalling it, it's gonna break even more. And look, we can't even lift it to tuck it in. There's no way. Where all of it's going bad. So that's why I am recommending a full replacement, because it's just going to be an ongoing domino effect with all these pieces. There's no way we can start digging into one without another one being affected. Now the other corner where it meets, so we're also going to have the same issue. So again, that's why I have been recommending a full siding replacement on Mr. and Mrs. Powers' house.